Hey everyone, welcome to the Don't Tell Anyone podcast. This is the ultimate spot where we spill the game changing tricks, secret hacks, and insider moves that keeps top producers locked down tight. So if you're a music producer who is ready to crush it, own your sound, and blow up the scene, you're exactly where you need to be. Every episode is jam packed with tips and insights to level up your skills and fast track your rise. So, are you ready to unlock your potential? Let's dive in. And our guest today is PRIYANX, a 21-year-old music producer and singer from India, who is steadily making his way in the EDM scene. Signed to Ophelia Records and Circus Records, he got the chance to release an official remix with dubstep legends Flux, Pavilion, and Dr. P after winning a remix contest. His tracks have been supported by the legendary artists like AU5, Different Heaven, DirtySnatcha, Nasko, Skan, Elektronomia, and with DirtySnatcha even playing their collab on the Lost Lands Mainstage. Blending emotional melodies with hard-hitting drops, PRIYANX is carving out his own space in electronic music. PRIYANX, welcome to the show, man. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling totally amazing. Like that introduction was so sick. And thank you so much for bringing me here. I always wanted to be in an interview and you just made it real this time. So I'm really glad that I'm grateful for this opportunity. Man. Let's begin.
Man, I'm really thankful to having you here, man. So, first off, I just want to start at the absolute beginning. Well, like, where did the music journey begin for PRIYANX? Was there any moment that pulled you into this? Like, just tell me everything, man.
All right. That's a great question, by the way. So yeah, in order to get into my origin story, we need to get back to 2014. Back then I had a computer with internet connection and I was a curious child. Like I used to search a lot of stuff on YouTube, like how to change your Samsung phone into iOS, how to download GTA 5 in your 1 GB RAM phone, stuff like that. I didn't know stuff back then. But every video I watched back then, I heard the same kind of music playing on every video, like that. Tan 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 tan. Tan. Do you remember that fade, Alan Walker's fade?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know the name of the track. I just heard something electronic was playing, some electronic melody, which was really emotional, and it made me feel something inside of me. So I dug deep into it. Like as I said, I was a curious child, so I needed to know what was that. So I dug deep into it and I found out about Alan Walker, NCS, Avicii, and artists like that. So then I discovered this new area. Like people are making music with electronic sounds. And I thought that would be so cool. It would be so cool if I could make that. So yeah, that's how I kind of got into this music production thing. So yeah, my father had an iPad, uh, and there was a app called GarageBand. So I used to remake stuff like Avicii's "Wake Me Up," Alan Walker's "Faded," Different Heavens track, like legendary track that was blowing up on 2014, 2015. So yeah, that's how I started my career. And you know, I I discovered a magnificent thing, which was Launchpad. You know about Launchpad? It has
Yeah,
64 keys, and if
yeah,
you
yeah.
play one key, it plays one sample. And if you know the pattern of that song, you can play the whole track with that Launchpad. So I was amazed by when I first see when I first saw that Launchpad thing. So I I asked my father for a Launchpad. I said, Dad, please bring me home. He said no. He, he said no. And I said, okay, I will figure something out by myself. And as a curious child, I went to internet again, like how to play Launchpad on my computer. I literally wrote that stuff. And fortunately, I found out a website called Online Launchpad. It makes your keyboard like Launchpad keys. If you play a key on your keyboard, it plays sound like Skrillex Kyoto. So it blew my mind again. So I started practicing on my keyboard. That was so sick. Like, discovering a new kind of area and you feel like you belong there. So that's how I started my musical career. Yeah, that was it. And here am I today.
So, man, why? why do you pursue like melodic dubstep in a country where Bollywood is dominating the music culture?
Oh, that's a great question again. So, you know, as I said, I never had that feeling that I belong here, right? I have listened to Bollywood music, a lot of Bollywood stuff from my childhood, and a few songs made me feel like that. Okay, this is a great song, but it didn't it didn't make me feel like it's so much special. But electronic dance music made me feel that way. So, and eventually, melodic dubstep. You know, after a couple of years, I found melodic dubstep. After a couple of years, when I got into music, I found about Roy Knox, and that guy was amazing. Like he was making the coolest, thickest melodies and drops, the energy. That thing really hooked me up, and I started making, melodic stuff. That's all.
Someone like, did anybody ever tell you this genre won't work in India? Like, how did you push past that noise?
All right, all. So yeah, a lot of artists, even normal people, have also said that this won't work and you should stick into some generic stuff like Bollywood or some cultural stuff even. So, but you know, I had that conviction that if I'm gonna make something, it should sound unique. It should sound cooler than everything else. So yeah, that I think that's what brought me here.
It's really sick, man. Trust me, every producer gets this sort of noise from his parents, his relatives, every friends and family, and we just go through it, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah, totally agree.
Absolutely. And so, my next question is like, before social media, how were you like putting your music out there? Like, what did early Hustle look like?
All right. So, you know, when I started making music, I had YouTube, as I said, and I used to post my remakes on YouTube at first. So from uploading my remakes, I got a kind of fan base, like 4 to 5 people. Yeah, they used to comment on all of my videos. Like they were from Japan, Philippines, Hungary. So yeah, people from another side of this country, another side of the world, is validating your work that you're putting out in this world. So yeah, basically after this social media thing came in, I got into this, you know, and if YouTube didn't exist back then, I don't think I would be making EDM at this time. So yeah, that's how social media affected me.
So, like, how did you first start using social media, and what
Mm.
platforms did you gravitate towards initially?
At first, uh, the first couple of years, I used to post my songs on YouTube only, and then gradually I got to know that you can put your stuff on social media like SoundCloud, Facebook, and I used to be a really shy kid. I didn't like to I didn't like to I didn't like other people to see my stuff. Like I'm doing it for my own sake. I don't want you to see this thing. So I was really preserving all of my music and only putting it on YouTube on an other name. Like it was not even my real name when I started my music production journey. So yeah, that's how gradually, like after a couple of years, like when I had my own Instagram account, I started posting my own music, and then I got to know about the labels and stuff. Then it really skyrocketed, kind of for me at least. Yeah, that's it.
So, I'm going to ask, like, what kind of content has worked best for your growth on social media? Like
What
track
kind?
reviews, memes, reels, like performance clips, whatever.
Oh, okay. So, one thing that I understood by posting contents, like, don't make yourself precious. Like, people don't even care about what you have done in the past. They only are here for enjoyment purpose. They are just scrolling the reel. They don't really care about your life's journey. I made stuff like asking virtual rat for a collab for 439 days, like stuff like that. People, okay, oh damn, that's a great hustle, dude. And then okay, that sounds also great. So yeah, that's how I didn't really make myself precious. So yeah, that would be my recommendation if anybody is starting music production or even content creation. Just don't make yourself precious. Just do it, do that stuff and put it out. That's all.
So let's talk about consistency. I think consistency is the key to success. So how do you really manage to stay regular with content while also, you know,
Uh,
making music and posting stuff online again and again?
yeah, so that's really hard, because at the starting I practiced a lot. Like if someone is practicing the same thing for the rest of their life, they get good at it. That's the simple equation, right? And currently I'm doing music for like I'm doing it for full time. So it kind of helped me to keep being consistent in content creation, making music. So, you know, you need to build a habit, a healthy habit. Just like I don't really stay up till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I'm an early sleeper and I wake up early. And you know, and it's not like I'm pressuring myself. It's just a normal thing to do. So that's how I live my life, and I have managed to add music in a way where it doesn't affect my health, it doesn't affect any other activities in my life. So yeah, you just need to practice your thing and just time everything. Just be, if you are dedicated enough, you need to schedule your stuff. That's how I keep being consistent. I try to be consistent. I'm not saying that I'm
So
not consistent all the time,
like,
but yeah,
doesn't it get like you get trapped or something like that? You trap in a
absolutely,
content machine.
absolutely. So for that reason, I think taking little breaks is really important. Like you cannot do anything for like forever, right? So you need to just, if I'm posting contents like for a month, I will take a short break, like 2 weeks. I just want to zoom out a bit, like what is happening in this world. Let's get a hold of it first, and then I can create more like new stuff. Otherwise, I'm stuck. I'm trapped in this. You know, we are here to make content, like not content, like we are creative people, so we need to get out of the rat race, and we have done that. But if we are stuck in a new loop, that's an issue for sure. So we need to be aware of what we are doing and where are we. So yeah, just be aware of where you are. That's it.
Absolutely, man. So, while posting content, like, have you ever come across a phase where you absolutely hate this process, and how did you pull yourself out of that?
Yeah, so you know uh before answering that, I would like to say one thing, that you know, as I said, I used to post videos on YouTube. So after a while, I started editing my own videos. Like I would make a tutorial and I would take my voice, like the audio recording, and edit that stuff, like edit some funny things in that video. So in that process, when I started making music and when I started editing videos, I fell in love with those two at the same time. So editing things, like putting out content, was never boring for me. Or maybe I never had that feeling like, why am I doing this? I never had that feeling. So yeah, I think I love making contents. I love replying to people who needs help. So yeah, I love to do that. But yeah, sometimes it feels like, why even bother doing that, right? So just sit back. It's just a phase. It will go. You need to, if you are having a bad day, the good day is coming. That's for sure. Like the the plate has two sides, right? So yeah, you just need to be aware that this is a bad situation. You can get away with it if you do bad stuff, but don't do that. Just wait, just be patient, and yeah, that will you will do good in life if you follow that path. So yeah, I truly follow this. Yeah.
So, sticking to that, like, what is something that you have sacrificed while making content online? Like, what have you sacrificed mentally, emotionally, personally? Like, Just want to know about those things.
Only content or the music that I make?
You sacrifice music.
No. I was asking uh, the what do you mean by content? Like my
Online
leaves for
content.
the online content only, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've lost anything. But if you say what did I lose during this musical journey, then I have some answers. But no, I I'm creating content and I don't think I've lost anything at all.
Okay, so tell me about all the losses that you suffered while pursuing music full time.
Okay. So you know I don't like to sit there and cry about the things that I've lost. But still, since it's an interview, so I would like to help other people. So I have sacrificed a lot, to be honest. Like I didn't go to college, first of all, so I didn't have that life where the young PRIYANX would go out there and make a lot of friends and go out party with other people, like meet with new friends, stuff like that. That's the main thing that I sacrificed. Another thing that I don't know I should say this or not, but yeah, that's all I think. That's all. I never look at this like I have sacrificed a lot. I don't think other than that I don't think and that I lost anything or sacrificed anything. But yeah, I'm in love with this journey. So no, if I'm losing something, it's not actually lost. It's an alignment, to be honest. But yeah,
Really love this attitude. That's a lot of positivity coming from a really amazing artist.
yeah.
So, uh, like huge moment. How did you land up a collab with Dirty Snatcha, ma'am? Like walk us through how that connection happened.
Okay. Oh, that's a really interesting story, to be honest. So, when I bought this laptop for the first time, it's a great laptop, to be honest, because the PC that I had before this laptop, it wasn't that powerful. So when I bought this laptop, I had the freedom to make dubstep.
What is this laptop? Tell me about it.
Like it's not top tier, but yeah, it is high end. Like it has 16 GB of RAM, it has Ryzen 7 5800H processor in it. It has 512 GB SSD and an RTX 3050 GPU. And yeah, it makes your day easy. That's all. Like you can run a lot of Serum face plant in it, and it won't really cry for CPU usage, right? So yeah. So when I had this laptop, I made the best dubstep track of my life at that time, like in 2022. So I thought this is gonna be my lucky track. So I'm gonna send this track to a lots of labels. So the big labels like NCS, Monster Cat, they rejected like when they saw it. But I kept sending this track to other labels. And I got to know about a label called DirtySnatcha Records. And I searched about him like DirtySnatcha. Who is DirtySnatcha? Okay, when I searched his name, I have already known some of his music. Yeah, I thought let's give it a shot. So I found their email address and I sent this track. And after a few months, maybe 2 months later, I got a DM from DirtySnatcha, like playing this track on the studio. Like, dude, this track is insane. Would you like to collab on it? I said, okay, okay. Now I was shocked. Like the owner of that label wants to collab with me, and he's a big guy. I said, okay, let's do it. So that's how I landed the collaboration, and then eventually I got two more collabs with him. Like we are good friends now. We chat a lot. Sometimes he video call me out of nowhere and show his cat. Like this is my stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I landed collaboration with. You know, that was total fate. That that was fate. I didn't do anything at all.
It's crazy. Man, just talk me about the Flux Pavilion story as well. I saw that video on YouTube, man. Like that sounded really crazy. Like getting a WhatsApp call from the legend Flux Pavilion.
Exactly. Okay. So that was really crazy. One of the craziest moment of my life. So it was a fuss. I mean, I wasn't really serious about that competition. Like they were hosting a remix competition on Label Radar. So I thought let's give it a try. let's download the stems and see if I can make something good. So I downloaded the stems. I put it in on FL Studio, and that melody hook was really good. So I removed all the stuff and just kept the melody, like the vocal melody, the vocal stem. And then I thought, let's build some chord at least. Let's see how it goes. So I started making the track, and I was done with that track. And maybe it took 2 days for me to finish that. So and who gives a shit, right? Just send it out. And after a few weeks, I got that notification on Label Reader that they have chosen you as a winner. Oh, what the like how I didn't plan anything. I wasn't really serious about it, but again, fate was on my side. And it really blew my mind. Like, okay, let's see. And then the label guys asked me for the phone number and other details, for making the contract and stuff. So I gave them that phone number, and the rest, that Flux Pavilion called me on WhatsApp, and I really thought that it was a prank that someone is pulling on me. But yeah, he actually replied to me with, "This is Flux, and I was listening to your EP." Oh, yes, yes. So I had two prizes. Like the first one is releasing that remix officially with them, and second one is they will review an EP if I haven't. So I send them send the EP on their email when they ask me for my contact, like the details of me. So he was listening to that EP, and he gave me thorough feedback, like on voice note on WhatsApp. Like, I really love this, and how can you make this thing a little bit easier so the normal audience can understand it. So it was like a treasure to me. So yeah, that's how everything went, and it was a life-changing experience for sure.
I can imagine. Okay. Next big placement, man. Landing a track with Ophelia Records. I suppose like you're the first Indian artist who has ever done it.
No, 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 no. Actually, I was the third, yeah, or fourth maybe. The first one is Dark Cloud. Second one is Lama from Assam, I guess. Yeah, and then it was me. Yeah, so I was the third one. But yeah, yeah. Actually, that was fate again. I know it sounds so ridiculous at this point, but yeah. So I made this track with a bhangra beat on the second verse, and no label was taking that track, and I thought like I should release this track on my own, like self-release that track. But then I thought, let's send it to Ophelia. I know they're gonna reject it anyway. Why not give it a try? So guys, if you are listening to this podcast, give it a try. If you have any doubt in your mind, don't just don't have those thoughts. Just put it out and let it happen. Let life happen to you for a moment, right? Yeah, Ophelia accepted that track, and they said they loved it. They wanted to put it on their compilation, release compilation, which is Advent 9. If I'm interested or not. Hell yeah. Of course I'm interested. So yeah, that's how I signed my first track on Ophelia. And that was the craziest moment of my life. Yeah.
Crazy, man. Like holding or sitting on all top of all these achievements, which achievement stands out the most to you? Which means the most to you?
Look, every achievement that I have, everything means the same to me. Like there is no like the first, second, or third. Everything seems the same because I'm really grateful for all this to have ever happened with me. Like, who am I? I live in a village, dude. Literal village. It's not even a town. It's going there, but I live in a village, and I just wanted to be a cool guy, a cool little guy, and that's the drive that I had in me, and I'm grateful for all these achievements at the same level.
That is crazy, man. Now I'm going to go through a rapid fire round segment, and you have to answer these in one sentence or less. So, okay. Favorite plugin right now?
Um, Plugin, plant.
Is- Sick. One Indian artist you would like to collaborate with?
Pritam.
Holy shit. Okay. Dream label to release on besides Ophelia.
You know, I had that thing in my mind, like releasing on big labels would change something, but I don't think I have a dream. I have the same dream as I had, so maybe I don't have any labels on my mind right now. Yeah,
Okay. Most used emoji in your DMs.
that electric emoji, I love that.
Okay. TikTok or Instagram Reels.
Instagram reels,
One platform that you will delete forever.
Instagram threads.
Absolutely. Threads suck. Just because I said that on podcast. Last track you played on loop.
Avicii's Broken Arrows.
Okay. Uh, a producer whose content game is fire.
Uh, can I say my name? I think that would be Rob Late. That guy is insane. Like he inspired me a lot. Rob Late.
Uh, what's your guilty pleasure genre?
Okay, okay. Genre. Uh that would be country. Yeah.
Okay. Can you name a few tracks maybe?
Can I name a few tracks? You know, I have a playlist. It's not mine. It's a country playlist. And I just play random songs and I love some of them. So I don't really know the names because I don't really care about the names. I just vibe with them. That's all. I don't have a favorite thing, but I love that vibe of that playlist. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna answer this question.
Okay. If not music, what else would you be doing?
You know, in my childhood, I always wanted to be Spider-Man. So I think I would be Spider-Man.
Okay, man. Uh, one artist everyone hypes over, but you just don't get the hype.
See, that would be. I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for this comment, but I don't understand Fred against music. Like, I love him. I love him as a guy. He's cool, but yeah, Fred again.
Okay. Worst DM you've ever received?
DM, collab, bro.
Absolutely, it is the worst. Would you ever pay to get on a playlist?
Never.
Okay. Would you rather go viral for a meme remix or gain respect from a niche underground audience?
The second one.
Okay. What scares you more, being forgotten or being misunderstood?
Nothing. I don't really care about being misunderstood or being forgotten. I think I would like to change my answer. I would like to choose the first one. Yeah. I
Being
don't want to be
forgotten.
forgotten. Yeah, I don't want to be forgotten.
Okay. Do you think producers and DJs are undervalued compared to vocalists or influencers?
Uh, you know, in some places, yes, but you know, there is a hierarchy of that. Like some vocalists are like right here, some DJs are right here, like James Hype, DJ Snake, stuff like artists like that. So, you know, it it has a balance, I guess. It has a balance.
Okay. Uh, can average producer with great marketing outshine a brilliant producer with no presence?
Of course.
Yeah. One collab you regret.
Yeah, I have a few, but I won't name them.
If not music, what scandal would you go viral for?
You know, I always wanted to make Vine videos like Anwar, Adam W. Yeah, I used to love watching those Vines. So if I were to get viral with something that isn't music, that would be Vines or comedy maybe. And I don't think I'm good at comedy at all, but yeah, you know, yeah.
Okay, okay. Now, I'm going to give you two artists and you have to choose between those two.
Oh, okay.
Skrillex versus Excision.
Uh, Skrillex.
Skrillex the GOAT.
Yes.
Zomboy versus Virtual Riot.
I love both of them. What? Yeah. Yeah. Can you change that question? I can't. I can't. They are like the gems that I have. You know,
Okay, okay. Sudden Death versus Subtronics.
Subtronics.
Okay. Seven Lions versus Elenium.
Okay. So since I haven't heard much music of Seven Lions, I would like to choose Elen.
Okay. Marauda versus Phase One.
Oh, that's a great one. Phase One has that really bad. He has the amazing mix. And Malaura, he's a genius as well. His name is Hamish. Hamish, I guess. Yeah, Hamish Prasad. You know that?
I know. Yeah.
Phase One. I would choose Phase One, but I vibe with both of them. So yeah.
Okay. Flux Pavilion versus Dr. P.
What kind of question is that? Flux, Flux. Only because I know him a bit. I don't really know Dr. P that much. That is the reason why I'm choosing Flux.
Okay. Must Die versus Tramba.
Must Die.
Front Case versus Eptic.
Epic. No question. Yeah.
Okay. G Jones versus Bass Nectar.
Bass Nectar.
Dion Timmer versus Kill the Noise.
Ah. Dion.
Space Laces versus More Kismet.
Shit. I was listening to more Kismet for like they I think that's how we pronounce it. Like, but great production. Like I really admire their production. But this time I think I'm gonna go with who was the first option again?
Space Laces.
Space. I'm gonna go with Space Lace. Its mixes are so tight and bumpy. I love them.
Hyperactive or Flostradamus.
Viper active.
Okay. Wicked versus Tritex.
Dude, they are both gonna kill me. Shit. uh, PRIYANX.
Okay. Now, my next question is about the Indian music scene. So, what is one part of the Indian music scene that you think desperately needs to change?
Okay, so I have a answer for that, because recently I went to Mumbai and I thought I could start my DJing career over there. And when I got into the a few DJs meetup, like I have met with a few DJs who are really doing great, like playing shows on big clubs. They said me, they said one thing, like these people loves to listen Bollywood dance music, like the BDM stuff, and they won't really appreciate you playing the dubstep or the basic EDM stuff. So you really can't play that. You need to have a lot of like playlists about you can sneak up one or two songs like that, but you can't really perform your own stuff over there. So they all are listening to Bollywood dance music because I think these people don't want to change. They vibe with the song like the mainstream Bollywood song, and if something is a bit different from that, they're gonna hate it. So I think that needs to be changed, and I don't think that's gonna change in a short time. It might take maybe 10 or 20 years, probably. That's my calculation, but yeah, that needs to be changed for sure.
Okay. My next question is: do you think that producers are making content like to get viral rather than putting out their emotions?
Uh, some of them, yes, because I've seen people who really loves music. Like, how can you say if someone loves making music? Like when you hear their music, it makes you feel something. That's the truth, right? So sometimes when I scroll through my Instagram, I see some people just want to get viral, and I don't really follow their work. I follow them who brings value to my life, like who inspires me the most. So there is a balance, but I would say most of them wants virality. Like they want to be on, you know, uh, they love to be in front of everybody. Like they need to change that. I think if you are not bringing value to something, if you just only want virality and to be famous, what is the point? Like, okay, we can put you right here, but what are you gonna do on that spotlight? You don't have anything to serve, right? So yeah, I think some of them do make content for virality, but I see people, I follow people who make music to express their emotions. So yeah,
Do you think there's like a silent competition among artists pretending to support each other publicly but hoping the other ones fails privately?
I think in this world we have people like that, and on the other side we have people who genuinely support your stuff. So my recommendation would be to choose healthy people, choose like-minded people, and make a small friend circle. Like you don't need hundreds of friends who are valid, whom you want validations from. You don't want that. Just have two or three friends who genuinely support you. That's all you're gonna need. So yeah, it's the questions that you have said, those are really great, and these really affect you because when someone is pretending that they are supporting you and behind the back they want you to fail, that's a big backlash for you. Like you don't even know what kind of people you are surrounded with. So you don't want to be at that place. So yeah, I just follow the same. Like I don't have a lots of friends. I have 2 or 3 friends who genuinely support me, who have seen me in my lowest, and now they are seeing me like on that journey. That I'm becoming a bit better day by day. So you don't need a lot of people. Just choose your friends precisely, I would say, and consciously. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Which brings me to my next question. Like, what's one hard lesson that you've learned in the music industry the toughest way?
Okay. So I have always thought one thing, that success is given. Like if you make really good music, if the quality is great, if the value of the track is great, the success will be given to you. And after grinding for like 5 or 6 years, I got to an understanding that this is not real. This is not real. And it really broke me because I didn't know anything about being successful. Because I thought if you get signed on Spin Records, you will be successful, like Martin Garrix. And if you get signed on NCS, you will be like Alan Walker. So when I saw the reality, it really broke me into pieces. So yeah, and another thing, that do not blindly trust anyone in this industry. Like you have the steering wheel of your life, just drive, just you need to drive it. Don't give it away to somebody else. So yeah, that's some valuable lessons that I've learned throughout this journey, and I'm still learning about people, how people are pretending to, support you, and then they just want you to fail, stuff like that. So yeah, but there are good peoples as well. You just need to find them. That's all. Just bring some positivity in your life. Don't focus on the negative stuff.
Absolutely.
That's all, man.
So, like, how has your perspective of success changed over time? What
Hmm.
is success according to you?
Okay. Uh, success. Like I recently saw a post of Rick Rubin that putting out your content into this world is success itself, right? Like at first, when I started putting out my content on YouTube, like my music uh, on YouTube, I wanted validation from others. Like, as a child, I didn't get the validation that I needed in real life. So I thought if I start making music, I would get the validation from others. But it led me into a path where I was focused on making high quality music, like the quality wise, not the music quality, but the audio quality. Like I learned a lots of mixing things, mastering, and I would try different things on my mixes, master. So the audio quality was almost perfect, but there was no value in it. Like the stuff that people listens to. Like if you listen to some heavy cheese tracks, the mixing is not perfect, but the feeling is there. And that is the reason why people listens to Avicii till this date, right? So I totally forgot about creating the art, and I focused on the quality at a period of time. But then I got to know about this is not the quality they want. This is the musical quality that takes place, right? So yeah, so I really got rid of validation. I didn't need validation since then, and I don't think I need to get validated. I'm just putting content to get recognition from bigger fishes in this industry, right? And some of them has reached me out. As I said earlier, like I used to watch a lot of launchpad videos. Like the person who made those videos now follows me on Instagram because I put out content. So that's a big deal for me. That's how you get recognized. Like he is M for Sonic, by the way. He was my like childhood hero. Like he used to play Launchpad like a genius, and I really fell in love with that artist. And now that he was on my DM, like, dude, I really would like to come back, and I would like to have a collaboration with you. So this is the power of uh content creation and stuff like that. So yeah, where were we? I totally forgot what your question was.
My question was your perspective on success.
My perspective on success. So yeah, I'm not really focused on success anymore because the thing that I had in mind about success is a lie. I'm just here to be better. I'm just here to connect with like-minded people, as I said. I just want to be with actual artists and learn more and just make music. That's the kind of success I see. That is success for me. Like collaborating with others, get to know a lot of stuff, enjoying this world and do whatever. Like if I have a lot of money and I'm able to do all of that, that is success. That's all. I don't need millions of dollars, but if I have that, privilege, that is success for me.
That says a lot, man. Absolutely. Just next question is like, do you ever feel like a pressure to tailor your sound or branding to work what works online?
Oh yeah, a lot of people has said, you need to stick with one genre. You need to, if you're doing melodic bass, just stick with that. And they are kind of right for saying that, because people nowadays get to know about artists because they are making one kind of genres, like James Hype, Martin Garrix. People know them because they are making a certain kind of music, like house music, progressive house for Martin. And if you say Skrillex makes lots of genres like future bass, uh, like old school stuff, like hip hop stuff even, right? And the way he's cultivating his sounds, like this is crazy. But most of the people know him for making dubstep. So I'm on a phase where I'm exploring my sound because I don't really know what kind of sound is suitable for me. I'm just finding the uh right thing that suits me. Like if I make something and I have that feeling that okay, this is something that I want to make, then I might stick to a genre. But now it's a finding period for me. So let's see how it goes.
Uh, Now, my next question is like, what's your one piece of advice you'd give to producers who want to put out content on their social media? Because
Mm,
I for myself, I do not know what to post really, and
okay.
what I'm going to do, what I'm going to post, how I
Yeah,
to apply.
that's an actual problem. So first of all, I tell my friends or someone who asks me these kind of questions, learn video editing. That's so crucial because nowadays you need to learn the editing stuff because you need to put yourself out there, not only your music, because every other artist is putting their music every day, and you're gonna get buried under that amount of music, right? So learn editing and be in love with that process because if you are not liking that process, if you are not in love with that process, it's not gonna get you anywhere. You know, I'm not gonna talk about other people, but me. I love to edit videos and I love to generate new ideas. Like how can I put my music out there to some people who doesn't know anything about EDM, right? So I I say stuff like I remixed Martin Garrix. Look at this. People know about remixing. All the people, Indian people as well, they know about what remix is. Okay, this guy is remixing Martin Garrix. Oh wow, this guy is so sick. Let's check his profile. So you need to you need to reach to a broader audience, like right. That's how I deal with this. Just use ChatGPT, dude. It's the generation of AI. Just get some help with your stuff and yeah, just create ideas. Like sit down for 10 minutes without doing anything and you will generate ideas. Trust me. That works. That really works. Just don't do anything. Sit there for 10 minutes and just think about content ideas. One of the ideas will become the viral thing. Trust me.
My next question is going to be like super dumb, but how to melodic bass for dummies?
Okay. How to melodic. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little bit of tutorial about how to make melodic dubstep. And if you want to know about getting into that stuff, I have a lots of tutorial on my YouTube channel, which is PRIYANX. Okay, PRIYANX official, so you can get into it. So, okay, the how to make dubstep for dummies, right? So when we hear a melodic dubstep track, we hear some drums, we hear some melodic elements, we hear some dubstep elements. So these are three crucial things that we need to take care of, right? So put your drums and put some of the chords, basses, and a top line. Like it could be a vocal chop, it could be a lead sound. These three things contains on that melodic element, melodic element stuff. And the third thing is the dubstep glitches. So when you are done making the melodic stuff, just find some gaps and add some glitches or dubstep elements with it. Sidechain everything with the kick, and you are done. You got yourself a melodic dubstep track.
It's crazy, crazy. Okay. Uh, what would you do if tomorrow your social media vanished? What would still prove that you are a real artist?
Okay, so the first question is sick, but the I don't think I need to prove anyone that I can make music or stuff. But still, I'm gonna answer this question. I'm gonna start a new account like with the same name, and I won't really get sympathy. Like my channel got deleted. I will start making content as I was doing before. I will just put my older content first, and then it doesn't matter if it doesn't get the virality that it already has gotten before. But still, I would make music as I'm doing. It won't really bother me, to be honest, because I have been a nobody for a lot of years. So it doesn't bother me at all. That's it.
That's really amazing, ma'am. Now, my last and final question for this podcast is if there's any one piece of advice you could give to yourself when you were first starting out, what would that piece of advice be?
That would be follow your guts. And you don't need to have a big brain to understand everything. Just do what your, heart says. Like, just follow that path. So, uh, one thing that a curious fool will always go further than a lazy genius. So that's the thing. Just be consistent. Just do your stuff. What you really want to do. You just need to find a way. You just need to find that one thing that you are good at and just do that. That's it. Just be dedicated. Just give yourself to that particular thing and just go right with it. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much for this. And thank you so much for joining the show, fam. This really
Ah,
means a lot.
it ended real quick. Damn, thank you so much for having me here. Like, it was a dream come true for me because as I said, I always wanted to be on an interview, and you made it real, man. I'm gonna be really grateful for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, you all, for tuning into this podcast. Make sure you give this podcast a 5-star rating if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, and like and share and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, keep grinding, keep producing, keep working hard, and above all, don't tell anyone. Peace.